Welcome to the tutorial on FET based phase shift oscillator. Before we get into the operation of the circuit, we need to understand what is an FET phase shift oscillator. A phase shift oscillator is a circuit that produces sine waves and the output is fed back to the input, which changes the phase of the waves. The phase shift increases with frequency and can reach a maximum of 180 degree. So here we present the circuit which consists of a common source FET amplifier followed by a 3-section RC phase shift network. The amplifier stage is self-biased with the capacitor bypassed across the resistance RS and a drain bias resistance RD. The output of the last section is supplied back to the gate. If the loading of the phase shift network on the amplifier can be assumed to be negligible, a phase shift of 180 degree between the amplified output voltage V out, that is this voltage, and the input voltage V in at the gate is produced by the amplifier itself. The 3-section RC phase shift network produces an additional phase shift which is a function of frequency and it equals to 180 degree at some frequency of operation. At this frequency, the total phase shift from the gate around the circuit and back to the gate will be exactly 0. This particular frequency will be the one at which the circuit will oscillate provided that the magnitude of the amplification is sufficiently large. In a FET phase shift oscillator, voltage series feedback, that is feedback voltage proportional to the output voltage V out and supplied in series with the input signal at the gate is used. The frequency of oscillator output depends upon the value of the capacitor C and the resistance R which is used in the phase shift network, that is R and C, that is these values. So using the basic RC circuit analysis technique, we compute the frequency of oscillations produced by the RC oscillator to be equal to 1 by 2 pi RC into square root of 2 into n, where n corresponds to the number of RC feedback stages. If you look at this particular circuit, we have 3 stages of R and C, and if you substitute the value of n equal to 3, this equation will become FR to be equal to 1 by 2 pi RC into square root of 2 into 3, that is square root of 6. And this frequency can be adjusted over a wide range if variable capacitors are used. The RC network mainly attenuates the amplifier output and it attenuates by a factor of 1 by 29. This means that this amplifier must have a voltage gain which is equal to 29 or more. So when the amplifier voltage gain is 29 and the feedback factor of the RC network is beta, which is represented by beta, is equal to 1 by 29, then the loop gain, that is beta into the amplifier gain A, will be equal to 1. Thus, the amplifier phase shift of minus 180 degree combined with the network phase shift of plus 180 degree gives a loop phase shift equal to 0. So both of these conditions are necessary in order to satisfy the Barkhasen's criteria. So if the amplifier gain is more or greater than 29, the oscillator output waveform is likely to be distorted. And when the gain is slightly greater than 29, the output is usually reasonably pure sinusoidal. So that means it has to be closer to 29. Let us look into the advantages and disadvantages of the circuit. So firstly, the advantages. The FET phase shift oscillator is cheap and a simple circuit which contains resistors and capacitors. Hence, it is not bulky, and if you are going to make use of high value of inductors, then it can become expensive. Moreover, it provides a good frequency stability, and it is much simpler than the Wien bridge oscillator circuit because it does not require negative feedback and stabilization arrangements. The output is sinusoidal, that is quite distortion free, because we are trying to keep the value of the amplifier gain closer to 29 to satisfy the Barkhasen's criteria. And they have a wide range of frequency of operation, which is ranging from a few hertz to several hundred kilohertz, and it is particularly suitable for low frequencies of the order of 1 hertz, as these frequencies can easily be obtained by using RNC of large values. So coming to the disadvantages, the disadvantage is that the output is very small because of the smaller feedback, and it is difficult for the circuit to start oscillations as the feedback is usually small. The frequency stability is not as good as that of the Wien bridge oscillator. You should remember this, because in the advantage we have mentioned that it is frequency is stable, but here we are comparing the frequency stability of this oscillator with that of the Wien bridge. So in comparison with the Wien bridge oscillator, the frequency stability is not that great. And it needs a high voltage, that is 12 volt battery, so as to develop sufficiently large feedback voltage. Coming to the applications, the main application of the FET phase shift oscillator is that it is used for generating signals over a wide frequency range, and the frequency may be varied from a few hertz to 200 hertz by using one set of resistors with 3 capacitors, which is connected together to vary over a capacitance ranging in the 1:10 ratio. So similarly, frequency ranges of 200 Hz to 2 kHz, 2 kHz to 20 kHz, and 20 kHz to 200 kHz can be obtained by using the other set of resistors. So mainly it is possible to generate signals over a wide frequency range.